Bonjour, welcome to another brand new video. I'm Minelia and I create lifestyle and self-improvement content. If you're up for that, hit the subscribe button. So today's video, you can already tell by the title what I'm going to be talking about, and it is how to look put together. So there are a couple of videos on YouTube right now. I'm quite sure you've probably seen many of them, but I wanted to put my own insight in that, just in case you're someone who does not want to fit yourself in a very rigid box. So quick disclaimer. Number one, I am not a stylist. I'm not a self-image coach. So what I'm going to share in this video is based on my own experience and things that I have incorporated into my own habits and lifestyle that have helped me. Number two, I believe in individuality, and I also believe in being flexible, allowing yourself to relax when it comes to your style and your self-image, or how you're projecting yourself out there pretty much. So with that being said, let's dive right into today's video. Okay, so number one, last year I started to do a lot of research around my own style. I was the kind of person who would spend all my days in those tank tops, like those Forever 21 tank tops. So there's a name for it, like a tank top and like shorts. I live in a very sunny Caribbean island, so for me, my go-to attire was being comfortable because it can get really hot. The temperature here on a regular basis is between 27 and 35 degrees. Right now, because it is the earlier months of the year, it is a little bit cooler, but from March until December, well, maybe until November, it can get up to 30 something degrees. And for me, my go-to was to be comfortable. However, looking back as I get older, I realized that one, I put a lot of effort into how I look when I'm going outside, like how other people see me. But when it came to me at my home, I never really put that effort into it. And I really started to understand and do some research around that to help me not only feel more confident in how I dressed, not only outside of my home, but also in my home. So that was one of the first things that I did, really do it like an analysis. And with everything that I share on this channel, when it comes to tip-driven points, I always start with self-analysis, because self-analysis really gives you a blueprint to begin with or to work with, and then you can build on that. So that was tip number one. Analyze your style. Analyze how you're dressing when you're going outside, whether it is to the office or it is to, have lunch with someone or see someone else, whatever it is, on a date. And analyze how you're dressing when you're in the house, like when you're lounging at home. Do you really put that extra effort into it? So that was tip number one. Tip number two, through my research, what I saw was that a lot of videos was sharing this one-sided blueprint of being effortlessly chic, but I didn't want to be effortlessly chic all the time. I wanted to be relaxed. I wanted to be put together, yes, but I wanted to have flexibility. And I also wanted to make sure that the pieces that I was putting back into my wardrobe, they really truly was something, or they were pieces that would accentuate my body and my self-image, and I would love. So I did a clean out, I think around June last year, and from June up until January, I did not buy a single piece of item to replace that, because I spent that time doing research around different areas to help me ensure that I was not wasting my money when it came to buying new pieces, and I was not wasting my time, or I really was going to enjoy the pieces, whether it was my style or the color palette. So this brings me to tip number two. If you're not sure of your body type, or you're not sure of your style type, then I highly recommend that you spend some time, and it's going to be a very long process, to understand your style type, your body type, and not your body type based on the fruit system. I didn't even know there was another type of body type, and that is the Kibi system. So that can be a little bit confusing and time consuming, because On one hand, I was the kind of person who would dress in the classic everyday type of, well, classic wardrobe pretty much. I was the kind of person who would wear like jeans and t-shirts or tops or tailored outfits, or I would do like very straight shift dress. So it was a cross between classic and gamine, if that makes sense. So my sister, one of my youngest sister, she always told me, why do I always dress like that? She loves fashion and craft and this kind of stuff. And she always told me, like, why do you dress with clothes that are too big for you? And I used to be very defensive about it. I told her, this is my style. I love it. I enjoy it. Not really understanding that it was presenting me looking like a paper bag, if that makes sense. So by me spending time and going deeper into understanding the Kibi system, and by that I mean you really want to sit down and do the research. And I will leave a couple of links in the description box of this video to help you get started. There is also a channel that I really, really love. Her name is Ali Art. And there's another one that I discovered this week actually that I haven't really dived deeply into it, but she breaks it down so concisely. But if you're just starting out with understanding the Kibi system and understanding your body type and your body shape and structure and what kind of clothes and hairstyles, like for example, this hairstyle really helps accentuate my features. And I hated having my hair down. I always had my hair up in a bun or have it like back, and it did not accentuate my style or my features at all. And I didn't really understand that until I did the Kibi analysis. And you have to really, really show up for this because it's gonna really take some time. It's really gonna help you as well with understanding your body type, your style type, and what kind of clothing or silhouette or hairstyles or different things that is gonna help you ensure that when you're elevating your self-image and when you're trying to be very put together based on how you truly want to feel confident, then it's going to go a long way. So for me, for example, I am a romantic. My body is a romantic. I have I have broad shoulders, but they're not like straight cut. They're kind of like rounded at the edge. And also I can work out 100,000 times. This area here never gets like really chiseled, but I drop the weight. I do have an hourglass figure, but it's not like really in hourglass. It's like a very mild hourglass. I didn't really understand that at all because I'm like, well, wait, what? So when you really sit down and you go through it, and there's a website that I'm gonna link down below where you have to sit down and actually do an exercise, and it's gonna be very time consuming. It helped me understand my body type. But when it came to the style type, I am a cross between theatrical romantic style and also the soft gamine. I love the soft gamine. The soft gamine and the romantic are kind of close together or similar in terms of height and also a little bit of the structure. So that is I figured that out, and that was a great starting point for me. The second thing that you want to do is to understand your color palette or your undertones. So I used to wear colors that were not helping me at all. I used to wear like really, really bright yellows or well, if I wore color, it would be like super, super bright colors, like bright, bright blue or bright, bright yellow or bright, bright orange. And people have told me, don't ever wear this color again. And I used to be, again, defensive about it because in my head, I'm like, but I spend my money, I'm gonna wear it, you know? But when I spend the time to, and also with lipstick, when I spend the time to like understand my color palette, and I did this exercise maybe 50 times, but I am a cross between deep winter and autumn. So I have a warm undertone, but not like, kind of like a warm neutral undertone. In some photos, I look very warm, but then also when I look at myself in a mirror, I look very cool. And I just couldn't understand it. So I did this exercise over and over and over and over and over again, this analysis, using different websites and also using pieces of clothing that I had in my wardrobe that were in the different shades of, for example, blues. And it really made me understand that my undertone, it's not super, super warm. And even when I edited my photos, I always used to add warmth to it. I never really understood that until I did the color analysis, and that really helped me. So I am not like all the way into the cool. I am like getting out of the cool into the warm, and understanding that really helped me ensure that I was not wearing colors or clothing colors that were not helping my image at all. So a great way to help you start that out is to, number one, you can do the analysis, do the color analysis. I will leave some links down below as well in the description box, so check them out. Do the color analysis, and to practice, here's a perfect example. To practice, you can use makeup, you can use nail polish, you can use pieces of clothing that you have in your wardrobe. And I spent a lot of time on Pinterest doing those research, putting them together side by side to see whether or not it was really something that matched me up. A great tool that I use as well is Canva. So in Canva, if you have like a no background image of yourself, you can actually change the background with colors to see how they complement your skin tone or how they complement you, so that you don't look washed out or dead in the photos, for example. So a great example for me when it came to makeup, I use the foundation Maybelline, the Fit Me foundation, and I always used to wear the Dewy Smooth in Mocha. So when I went to get replenished, they didn't have the Dewy Smooth, but they had the matte or something. And the instant I put it on my skin, I could tell the difference. It did not look like what I originally used. So right now I'm actually wearing the matte, the matte Fit Me matte, but in the same shade Mocha. But the difference is in the Dewy Smooth, the Mocha has more of a warmer undertone, but then the matte has a more of a cooler undertone. And that was when I realized, oh. So it really helps you to practice with that, to understand what color palette works with you or what colors and tones work with you. But when you get it right, then I recommend that you start to incorporate into your wardrobe new pieces. And that brings me to the third point. So when you have understood your body type or your body shape and your body, like what works with your body overall, and you have understood your color palette, you could, if you have access to, like right here in St. Lucia, we do not have access to someone in person to do that for me. Hands down, if I find someone, I will pay them for that to make sure. But because of my location, it is limited. So if you're in the US or the UK or Canada or any of the more developed countries, you can see if you can find a color analyst to help you. And what you can do as well, that when you get that done, it will really help you ensure that you incorporate pieces that really accentuate or complement your skin tone. There is also an app that I used, and I found this app from a YouTuber that I follow. She's French, her name is Justine. And what was surprising for me was that, again, it kind of brings it back to the color palette. I thought that I was a warm, but when I took the picture of my skin, like how to find out what kind of color or what color is in my, like dominates my skin tone. And I did this over and over and over and over and over again in different lighting, in natural light, in different points. And one thing stood out all the time. My undertone, my color is made of brown and orange, but my undertone is beige red. And I could not figure out, like, what the hell, like what, why? Again, I'm not a stylist, I'm not a color analyst, I'm not an image consultant, but it really made me understand and put together. I was hesitant when I found out that I was a cold, like a deep winter. I was hesitant, but when I found out that the undertone of my skin is beige instead of brown, then I understood, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense now. So I am brown skinned, but the undertone is more of a beige red. So it doesn't make me very deep, but it's not super, super cool. So it's kind of like a mix between not deep, sorry, warm. So it doesn't make me very warm, but not super cool either. So it's kind of like I am leaving the cool and just entering the warm. And that was such a game changer because when I started to buy clothing pieces, I made sure that I did research. I looked for pieces that was going to accentuate my skin tone and accentuate my body type. And I have a new video coming up on that. So look out for that video. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see it. So tying in the third tip, what you want to do is to spend time doing your research on different websites instead of buying or impulse buying anything. Spend time on websites to make sure that you're picking pieces that number one complements your body type and number two complements your skin tone, because it's really going to make sure that you do not waste your money. So that was the third tip. The fourth thing that I want to share with you is to be flexible with your attire. As I mentioned, if you want to lounge in sweatpants and a nice top, do that. Don't get so rigid with it, because you do not want to get into a headspace where you're so focused on being systematic with your style. Style should be a self-expressionary thing. You know, style should be something that you experiment with, something that you have fun with. So don't always keep yourself in this bubble. If you want to go test out, let's say for example you're a classic and you want to test out soft gamine or romantic, by all means go ahead and do that. Have fun with it. And I think, but at the end of the day, the whole goal is to make sure that you're putting the effort into how you're looking and how you're feeling in your clothes. And that comes down to when you're going outside and also when you're spending time in your home. So for me, I have really taken the time out to ensure that I'm investing into new pieces, and I've put it in my budget for the next 6 months to invest in those pieces more and more. So I'll be having more, hauls on this video, more style out this attire. But one area that really made a game-changing difference for me was how I was going to bed. I used to be the person who would just put on like shorts or panty and a vest and go to bed. And I was like, you know what? Why do you look like that? Or those print, like animal print or cartoon print pajamas. Not sexy at all. Not sexy at all. So the final tip that I want to leave you with before ending this video is, when you're buying pieces, you really want to make sure that you're investing in the right places. So what I mean by that is, I had a tendency of buying, a lot of pieces related to the office, so the office attire. And then when I came home and it was time to get dressed at home, it would be the same thing, the no effort tank top, shorts, or tank top and the jeans, or tank top and skirt. Nothing really fancy, or nothing that really made me feel like put together and confident in what I was wearing. Even my sleep attire would be the same thing. So what you want to do is to sit down and do an analysis as well of your style pieces, meaning you draw a pie chart and then you break that down into where exactly are you spending your time. That way you will invest in the pieces related to that. So breaking that down further, for me, example, I work at the office, I stay at home, and also I spend time outside, like going to get something to eat or have lunch or buy groceries or whatever it is. Like you go out and about shopping, quote unquote. But that area, the shopping area, it was always the same thing. I would always wear the same thing, and I didn't really feel confident in that because I felt like I was wearing the same things over and over again, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, honestly, but I really wanted to have fun and play with my attire a bit more. So sitting down and you draw a pie chart, and then you will see, for example, let's say I spend 8 hours at the office. I have no problem whatsoever wearing somewhat of a uniform style type of attire, but something that I created, because we don't do uniforms where I work, but something that I created. And then secondly, I spend time lounging at home from 5:30 p.m. up until 11 p.m. or 10 p.m. and then I go to bed. I exercise. So you want to like really draw that out and see, okay, you spend 30% of your time at the office, 10% of your time going to bed, 20% of your time going out and about, and whatever else percentage doing whatever it is. And then based on how the pie chart is separated, then you go ahead and you invest the money, if that makes sense, in a very uniform way. So don't spend more money in your, let's say, your work attire if you're spending majority of your time working from home or at home or going out, etc. So really spend time like doing an analysis around that, because it's really going to make sure that you're investing your money wisely, and then you're also ensuring that you're really showing up for your self-image. You're investing wisely, you're spending that time to get to understand your body type, get to understand your style type, etc. And that's the first part of this video. So I'm gonna elaborate further on the second part of this video next week, so do stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video, thumbs up. And if you want to start the process, then definitely check out the description box of this video. Click the little see more icon, the little arrow. It will expand. I will link down there for you channels that I really love. There are not many, maybe like 3 of them. And one go-to tip that I have for you, if you're someone who's like me, where you're shorter in stature, I'm 5 feet, or you're petite as well, then there's a channel that I really love. Her name is Bethany, and she creates amazing videos to help you understand how to dress for your height. So that's one channel. Ali Art is another one on the Kiwi system, so go ahead and check that out. When it comes to the color analysis, I will leave down below for you some websites that I use to help me ensure that I spend the time to really understand that. And I will also leave Justin's video on how to use the app to understand the color in your skin tone, so that you can get a bit more savvy with the knowledge around that. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, once again, thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. But before you go, check out this video and this video. Bye. Peace.